Hi there, thanks very much for watching. It's Tim from Tim's Electric. Today I'm actually going to be reviewing or comparing the Leger and the Leger Pro. Awesome, so first up is the Leger, and with the Leger we've got a 500 watt motor located at the back here. While I'm thinking of it, I just want to say a special thank you to Phillip for coming out here and helping me, follow me around. Single brake at the back. The top speed of the Speedway Leger with a great big battery in here, it's got a 16 amp hour battery. So with a 48 volt motor at the back and a 16 amp hour battery at the front, this thing will go quite a ways. Somewhere around 30 to 50 kilometers, depending on how fat you are. With me, probably closer to 25. And at top speed of about 45 kilometers an hour. Coming right up to the top, we do have the i3 controller, power selector. You know, you scroll through from the different modes, and of course, different gears, 1, 2, and 3. So, next up is the Hill of Death, which is right behind Phillip here. And then we're going to go for a nice little ride, throw out a little bit of Victoria, come back, swap out, and take out the Leger Pro. Come with us, check it out, let me know what you think down below.
The Hill of Death.
Is that why it's called the Hill of Death?
So far so good. Now I've actually done a Leger review in the past, so I'm going to link to it up here somewhere. So do check that out and also put it down in the show notes. Spoiler alert, the Leger is one of my favorite scooters, single motor scooters. It gets this big guy around town, no problem. I compared it with the 09, the 08. I also compared it to the to another scooter brand that I'm completely having a brain fart on. I'm not remembering. Somebody will remind me what the fourth one was down below. But basically, this one came out on tops. Even at the time I happened to own the 09, I actually felt that because the battery was so much bigger on the Leger, that it gives somebody like me the opportunity to be able to go a little bit further. And you know, getting around town, that's one thing, but sometimes I want to go a little bit further, maybe go out for, you know, an hour and a half cruise. And with the Leger, it was no problems at all. So far, this does not disappoint. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying the ride. It's a perfect day here in Victoria. So thanks very much for filming, Phillip. We're gonna head back towards Ride the Glide now, who very kindly lent me out this one, and they're gonna lend me out the Pro as well, and then we'll do a wrap up and share all the details, which one I would go for if I were you. Alrighty, so we're back, and before we go up the Hill of Death, I just want to quickly run through the difference. The biggest difference between the Leger and the Leger Pro is the battery size. So the I'm going to ask Phillip just to point down here at the back motor, very similar, about 500 watts, but the battery down in here is an enormous 25.6 amp hours. That's almost 10 amp hours more than the regular Leger. So same setup here for the folding mechanism, really simple setup, same size of tires at the back. The other thing that is different is the controller is 52 volts rather than 48 volts on the Leger. So a little bit more pep and a much bigger battery. Up top, the biggest difference. Still has over here the integrated bell, left brake, but here we are with a right brake as well. So 2 brakes. And if the footage shows it, I came down that really steep hill. This thing had no problems. It was very, very stable. Love the eye design for the controller. This is really, really nice, really easy to see. It's super, super sunny today, and I can see this clearly wherever I am. And the last thing I'm going to show you up top here is, not only is this, I love this style of handlebar. It's really, really simple to break down. You can just pop it off here and it's broken down and it's back up again. Super, super easy. But it's also really, really stable. As a really big guy, this makes me feel a lot more comfortable. So both Legers have this exact same setup, except of course the extra brake on the Leger Pro. And with both Legers as well, up and down, we've got the telescopic handlebars. So if you're a little bit shorter, I'm 6 feet tall and this is perfectly fine for me, but if I was shorter, I could lower it up and down. So next up, the Hill of Death.
The Hill of Death.
Alrighty, so far so good. Biggest difference, of course, is the battery size, but I'm also finding that the 52 volts is giving me quite a bit more speed. The Leger seems to be, with this big guy, I'm 278 pounds and 6 feet tall, and it's able to propel me to about 35, 36, 37 kilometers an hour, no problems at all. But this guy will actually get me going to about 42, 43 kilometers an hour, it seems like. Now, I know it's got a speed, it says, I think the top speed is 50. And if you're a slightly slimmer guy, I think that would be no problems at all. But the other thing, of course, is the battery. The battery size being as big as it is means that it's going to give me that peace of mind. You know, no range anxiety with a beast like this, 26 amp hours or whatever it was. I'm actually going to put the statistics of both, or the stats on both the Leger and the Leger Pro up now, just so you can compare the two. You know me, I'm not particularly gifted on the details, to put it mildly. But what I can tell you is there is a difference. It is quite a bit more peppy. The extra brake, because it's a little bit quicker, is giving me peace of mind. And the size of the actual battery itself is also really giving me peace of mind. Overall, in this field of daisies, they look very, very similar, these two. And you know, if it didn't have the word Pro, I'm not sure I'd be able to tell the difference right up the front at the beginning. But anyway. Both of them failed on the Hill of Death, which isn't surprising. They're both smaller scooters. They had single motor at the back, so I wasn't expecting them to get very far up the hill anyway. And of course, I don't want to burn out the battery burn out the motors by just putting it to failure. But yeah, it wasn't going to get up the hill. So far, I like everything about it. Still one of my top scooters. I'm going to wrap up when I get back to Ride the Glide, but no, I'm not. I'm going to wrap up right now. Thank you to Ride the Glide for lending me both scooters. Thank you to Phillip for coming out and trying out the scooter. He's been following me around on a little U-scooter and having a blast. It looks like he keeps whipping past me, so I think he's having fun. If you have any questions about these scooters, put them down in the comments. If I've messed something up or if you're not really sure about something, ask me down below. If I have messed something up, let me know what I messed up. And if you like these types of videos, that's a really loud bike. If you like these types of videos, make sure you hit subscribe, hit that like button. Thanks for watching. I look forward to making the next video for you very soon.
Big guy approved.